Watch this!
Hi guys, welcome to a new Game by TV video, and today we're going to be doing about the history of Japan and Japanese gaming culture. Let's roll the facts. When I think of Asia, I think of Japan. And when I think of Japan, I think about noodles. Yeah, no joking. I think about Nintendo, as it's the biggest influence on my life, having 2 Nintendo consoles, which you'll see later in the video. The gaming industry in Japan started in the 60s and has had a huge impact on the development of the gaming world. Japan has given us some of the world's most iconic games franchises, including Mario, Pac-Man and Sonic the Hedgehog, as well as huge hardware and software developers like Nintendo, Sony, Sega, Square Enix, Capcom, all Japanese game companies that have global impact. Arcade culture is a major influence among young Japanese, with Akihabara, Electronic Town, being a major centre of gaming culture in Japan. The country has estimated 67.6 million players and comes in 3rd place after USA and China in terms of digital games revenue, with $19 billion annually. Isn't that crazy? More than Germany, UK and France's revenue combined. Now that is awesome. But let's just talk about the history of Nintendo just for a second so we can get to the cool parts, and I'm sure you've all been waiting for the consoles. The history of Nintendo started with a guy called Fushiro Yamauchi. He made Nintendo, which was first a playing card business. I bet you didn't know that, did you? Bet you didn't know. And then they decided to make an electronic gun, which did very well, so they decided, yeah, we'll just get into the console business because, you know, people like electronics. And here we are, we've got beautiful consoles like the Nintendo Switch. Now, if we go to the next slide quickly, you can just pause the video here if you want to see the timeline, but I will be going through it in a minute, so, you know, just stay tuned. Alright, so we're going to start first with Nintendo's first console, and you may not have heard of this. It's called the Color TV Game 6. I know, quite a mouthful. So, it was released in 1976, and it had a few versions. The Color TV Game 15, and this actually means how many games there were. So, there were 6 games on the Color TV Game 6, and there were 15 games on the Color TV Game 15. Try saying that 10 times fast. There's the Block Breaker and the Racing 112. Let's move aside to the Game & Watch. Now, if you wanted to get a new game, you had to buy a new console of Game & Watch. So there's so many versions. It was released in 1980. If you want to read all those, just read them all. But if you're a gamer and you really like Game & Watch, imagine how many consoles you would have. Alright, next slide. We have the NES/Famicom. It was released in 1983. There's not really any new types of the console, it's just the NES. Then we move on to Game Boy. And the Game Boy, well, so there were a lot of versions of the Game Boy. It was released in 1989, and the versions were Game Boy Pocket, Game Boy Light, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advanced, and Game Boy SP. So those were the versions, and these are all in order of how they were released. And then we have the SNES Super Famicom. So this is basically the NES, just better. It's released in 1991. It's a cool console. I know, I have to talk about it. The Virtual Boy. Arguably one of Nintendo's biggest flops. I mean, I don't want to talk about it. Don't give this video a bunch of dislikes. I'm sorry, but I have to talk about it. No one really liked it. I mean, you had it on a stand, and it was meant to be VR, but it wasn't really the time, and it was all in red and black. Yeah, so can we just move on from this slide, actually? I don't want to be here anymore. Also, it was released in 1995. Right, that's it. Alright, so now we've got the N64. If I were to have any retro console, this would probably be the one. Released in 1996. It has some very good games like Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, so pretty decent console. And we can move on to the GameCube. Released in 2001. It's a cube. What more do I need to say? It has some good games like Super Mario Sunshine. It also has Metroid Prime. It has Mario Kart Double Dash, which is a good one. Haven't played. And then we got the DS. There's DS Lite, DSi, and DSi XL, and it was released in 2004. Now this was a very cool little console because it had a clamshell design to stop the screen from getting damaged, and it had a stylus, and it was portable. So yeah. Then we have the Wii. So the Wii was a very good console, released in 2006. It had the Wii Mini and the Wii U, which was very good. Wii U not being a very big success, to be honest with you. So yeah, it used motion controls as the main control premise of the whole console, which was cool. And then we have the 3DS. Now, I quite like the 3DS. I've got one myself, and it's got green Luigi's, but because it's the green screen, all you can see is red. But trust me, that would be green, normally. So this is my 3DS. As you can see, it has the clamshell design, just like the DS. It has the 3DS XL, 2DS, 2DS XL, new 3DS, new 3DS XL, and new 2DS XL. All for this console. It was released in 2011. Fun fact, that was when I was born. You can see a little picture of Mario Kart 7 and my little Chobani on background. And we got the Nintendo Switch. So, the Nintendo Switch, I do have a Nintendo Switch. Here it is, look at it. Glorious. Now, Nintendo Switch, practically everyone knows about it now. You know, there's not much I can say about it that people don't already know, except from it's released in 2017. It has some great titles like Super Mario Odyssey. If you have a Nintendo Switch, you have that game, I'm sorry. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was another banger. So, the versions are the Nintendo Switch Lite and the Nintendo Switch OLED model. I mean, I love all these Nintendo games, but I've got a personal favourite. And I even brought an amiibo for this. It's, of course, Mario. Now, I know you guys, this hasn't been like a normal video, so let's roll the gameplay. Alright, just started off with this level. Gonna jump over that squirrel holding an acorn. Right, let's jump over to that Koopa. I don't want to kill him. Let's see if we can do it like a pacifist run. I will kill if I have to, though. Alright, let's jump over that Goomba. Oh, and it's moving down. Oh, I don't want to get hit by that squirrel. He is not doing a pacifist run. Guys, I'm going to be crazy. I'm not going to take the checkpoint. Alright, let's jump. Ooh! Oh! Oh my! Oh, get out of the way of that squirrel. Alright, we're getting close to the end. Let's jump over that Goomba. Let's be careful. Oh, that island moves, defying physics. Let's jump up here and there's a squirrel, so I need to dodge him. Or this could be the end, guys. Yes! And I did it! Let's go! Make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys all next time. But if you want to keep seeing me, go check out this video where I face Addy A. I'll see you guys next time.